Gloucester in England. I've been taking these sessions for over a while now, and it's always fun and exciting because we always discover something new. And today we are going to discuss what was your biggest learning from COVID. So what's the biggest thing you learned from COVID? So let's start off with Khushbu. Hello, Khushbu.
Hello, ma'am. Good evening.
Hello, how was your day? What have you been up to?
Yes, ma'am. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. What have you been doing today?
Nothing, ma'am. Only at home with my kids and my family members.
Well, Khushbu, you always say nothing. That is a lot of things to do with your kids.
Yes, ma'am. But I don't go outside with my kids also. So living at home all the time and keep healthy and take healthy foods, snacks, and all the time like online grocery, online shopping we are doing.
Yeah, no, I get it. We need to get out very soon, hopefully.
Get out very soon, but only not possible with family, ma'am.
I understand, but it has become difficult. But we must have learned something from COVID. So what's the biggest thing you learned from COVID?
I think not me only, all the people learned a lot due to this COVID-19 pandemic. I think it's COVID-19 will save future education in all in the country or maybe in the worldwide. It just changed education system. And we are very near to thinking about that, what is our future. It changed our future condition also.
Okay.
Ma'am, there are families that don't have access to internet or devices to do online classes. In the rural areas, no schools, not very good situation to do online classes with the internet or the help of smartphones or mobile or laptop. So very worst condition in the village area in my country also.
Okay. So I mean, you found things to do. You found all these online classes and new opportunities. So that has been really your biggest learning, that everyone has found something else to do. But if I had to break it down, because you immediately went, well, everyone has. You personally, what has it affected you the most with? What was your biggest learning personally? Forget about everyone else. Forget about your kids even for now. I know you love them very much, but think about you. What has it helped you with? What did you learn most maybe about yourself?
I learned a lot. My online classes, I don't know about English speaking course, but due to LWT, I learned a lot in this online classes. Actually, I don't have time to go outside and do English classes for me. So it's possible in COVID-19. I learned a lot through online classes.
Fantastic. So COVID-19 has actually improved your education.
Yes.
Fantastic. Okay. Now, when we stop lockdown, when we do finish with this lockdown and life is going to pretty much go back to normal, or so we hope, what's going to happen to you? Do you think you're going to keep up with your online classes? Do you think you're going to keep in a routine?
Yes, ma'am. It will change. Actually, I have kids, so ma'am, it's not possible. So I think online work system, office and school is going online. So I think it's good for me.
Okay.
And after COVID-19, it's not possible. It's not possible to leave at home or do all the online classes. So I think I go for a movie. I will go for a picnic with my kids. I go for a swimming. I will go for swimming also.
Okay, so it's going to be a bit tough then, because now you're going to lose all that you've gained and learned. You are going to then lose it once life returns back to normal. Is there
Yes.
any way how you can maybe still help yourself?
Ma'am, I think maybe after COVID-19, online classes will happening all the time. So I learned a lot maybe that time also.
Okay, so maybe you can still have some time to learn for yourself.
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. I'll leave you to it, Khushbu, because I can see someone wants you really bad. Um,
Thank you,
I'll
ma'am.
move on. No worries. I'll move on to Veena now. Veena,
Good evening, ma'am.
good evening. So what was your biggest learning from COVID-19? What did you learn most about yourself?
There were many things which I learned. The most important was health, like people became health conscious. We just ignored our health in earning.
Mm-hmm.
People were just running behind money. Now the people realize money is also important, but health is most important.
So people started working out more during COVID-19.
Yeah, people started doing exercises, yoga, pranayam at home only.
Very good. Okay, and so that was people in general. What did it teach you personally?
And I was very lazy about lazy in workout. So now I am taking like 45 minutes. I am walking every day, and I am
Wow.
doing pranayam. Like there are two three pranayam: anulom, vilom, kapal bharti. All are on the breath, taking in and taking out your breath,
Huh?
through which like your mind also gets relaxed, and your body gets detoxified. So these are the
Okay, good.
things I'm doing. And one thing more, COVID taught us living together.
Mm-hmm.
Like before, people were in in search of job, in search of shelter or anything. People were separated from their families. But due to
Mm-hmm.
COVID, they came back to their village, or they came back to the hometown, and they get to know each other more. Like due to this COVID, earning was very less. Many people lost their job, so friends helped them or relative helped them. So this way they came together more.
Okay, very good. Okay, now the same question that I asked Kushbu. What do you think is going to happen when this lockdown is lifted and COVID is over, or relatively over, and life turns back to normal? Do you think you will continue on with the things you've taken up during COVID?
Yes, I'll do online classes. How I am taking doing this, like online
Mm-hmm.
in the night, but during the day it will be offline classes.
Mm-hmm.
Student will come, but the teaching will
But
be the
mhm,
same.
yes,
The
but what
teaching will,
about, sorry, continue.
yes, no, no, okay. The teaching will be the style will be different, but teaching will be the same.
Mm-hmm. Okay, but what about your exercises? Are you going to continue with your breathing exercises, your walking 45 minutes a day? Do you think you'll still be able to do all this?
45 minutes a day it will stop, because being a pre-primary or primary teacher and small kids, you have to run with them. So that
Mm-hmm.
exercise will be done by, they will only, like they ask me to play football, they ask me to play cricket, so exercise is done with them. And with the for the breathing exercise, yes, in the morning I'll do it.
Good, very good. And do you think now in general, do you think people will continue on being so conscious of exercise? People will return to being.
Yes, I, sorry, I could not hear, I'm having a network issue, I think so.
Oh, that's okay. So do you know, do you think that people will continue carrying on with their exercise, or do you think people, once life starts being normal back to what it was again, do you think people will forget about all this exercise that they're doing and return to being lazy?
Now only people are being lazy, like they are not hygiene conscious, they are not wearing masks, they are not washing hands. after coming from market. And this is due to this, the rate of COVID patients are increasing day by day. So people, I pray to everyone, like, please wear mask, please wash your hand, be hygienic, because due to those people, we are hearing that school might be closed for 6 months
Again.
more, 6 months more again. So this we can't afford. In Jamshedpur,
So
where
yeah,
I am living, only student above 8 are allowed to go to the school, and below it's 8 standard, they have to do online classes only till May,
my goodness.
due to this COVID pandemic again.
Again, yes,
Yes,
exactly. So it's obvious that people will get out of their, you see, they go back to what they like to do.
yes,
So even though that everyone's become, so health conscious, some people learn and enjoy and will continue it, like you and like Kushbu want to continue things and obviously have to fit them around the new schedule. But obviously, people like to return back to what they used to do.
yes.
So a lot of people will go back to being lazy and not doing exercise every day and being unhealthy.
People are telling nothing will happen to you, to us, because it did affect us. COVID was nothing. I also think COVID is nothing, but we should take precaution.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
someone
of
is
course.
having fever or someone is having cold or cough, we should just avoid talking to them for like 1 or 2 days. After that, we can. I'm a very, like, every time anyone is having a cough and cold, I get infected. So,
Oh, wow.
so I avoid contact with those person.
No, fair enough. Absolutely fair enough. And especially, with working with children, in a school, we all know that with schools being open, that's more chances of infection to spread
Yes,
because children get sick easy and spread disease very easy.
yes, they get infected. Matlab, one of them, my student is having, like, I am seeing it for 4 to 5 days. He's having cough and cold. I asked his parents to go and get checked. So he got checked. Nothing was there. Thank God.
Absolutely. Oh, goodness.
I told them on 6th April. Actually, on 6th we are opening. But yesterday someone posted like 25th March. Government has decided to close the schools once again.
It makes you think because I've been asking you the question, um, and I asked Kushbu as well this same question. Our question for today is what has been the biggest learning for COVID? And you've both had learnings for COVID, um, but it seems to me that a lot of people have not learned anything from COVID
No,
because this is what happens. It's been lockdown after removed lockdown and then back to lockdown again. So it's been lockdown after lockdown. So obviously some people just don't retain any knowledge whatsoever.
one thing, if illiterate people think like that, we think, okay, they are not literate, they don't know anything about COVID, so they are thinking. People who are literate and who are on a high post also, they are walking on the street without wearing mask, without maintaining anything. We ask them, why are you doing this? You should wear a mask. Oh, nothing is there, wearing mask does not stop COVID. This is their statement: wearing mask does not stop COVID. Then what can you
Oh
say?
dear. Oh dear.
You can't say anything to them. Okay.
I have no words.
Same. We don't have a word to tell.
My goodness. Okay, Vida, thank you very much. And now I'll move on to Yuraj. Well done, Veena and Kushbu today. Hi,
Good
Yuraj.
evening. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. And is your dad Shiv here?
No, ma'am.
No. Okay, so it's just you. Okay, so you're going to get quite an intense amount of questions here. So let's start off with what was the biggest learning you had from COVID?
Ma'am, the biggest learning, actually, I learned a lot from this COVID.
Mhm.
Uh, so I am going to explain you one by one about it.
Fantastic.
First time this COVID taught me like every bad time comes to teach you new things or good things, which I realized also in this COVID period, because
Mhm.
in this COVID period I done my self study a lot, and also I improved my spoken English ability.
Mhm.
And yeah, ma'am, I also improved myself physically and mentally both.
Okay. How can you explain a bit more, please?
Yes, ma'am, because after like in school days when I came from my school, there
Mhm.
was no time to play outside because I came my home at 3 or yes, ma'am, at 3 p.m. And
Mhm.
after that, ma'am, just some time. There was just some time, less time.
There was less time to
Yes,
play.
yes, ma'am, less time to play. In that time, I used to play and go outside.
Okay.
And
And now,
yes, ma'am. And but ma'am, now I do my self study, and after that I go to play. And there's lots of time to play.
good. And do you mentally feel better?
Yes, ma'am, definitely.
Fantastic. Okay. What else has COVID-19 taught you?
Ma'am, just these three things which I told you.
Okay. Fantastic.
Improving myself. Yes, ma'am. These three
Okay.
things.
So it has taught you your education improved because you've studied a lot more. Your English improved because you've taken spoken English classes, so your English speaking has improved a lot. You've also had more time to play, so your mental health improved. Now,
Yes, ma'am.
my question to you is, if now you do go out of lockdown, whenever that is going to be, when you return back to normal, how much of this is going to be affected, and will you manage to keep this up? What you've achieved, all you've achieved during COVID, do you think you'll still manage to do all of it?
And yes, ma'am, I'll still manage this all.
Okay, how do you think
Just
you'll
like
manage it?
because ma'am, in morning I have half an hour to study, self
Mhm.
study for my self study, and I do that, and after that I go to school,
Mhm.
and after that when I will come, I have just 1 hour is enough for me to play. So yeah, maybe that time is okay for me. I will manage in that.
Okay, so maybe has COVID taught you a bit about balancing your timetable a bit more?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so it has helped you balance your timetable a bit more. So a bit more awareness to time management. So how was your time management before COVID? What did you used to do? Did you have bad time management maybe?
No, ma'am, not bad time management. You
But
cannot
you
say it bad
Mhm.
time.
Okay, it wasn't as good as it is now maybe.
No, ma'am, it was normal.
It was
Not
normal.
bad, not good.
But you
It
told me
was
you had less time to play and now things are better.
yes, ma'am. In that situation, it's better. In
Yeah,
that
okay.
case,
So it has allowed you to reevaluate your schedule.
yes, ma'am.
I know I'm a pest. I know I'm a pest. Okay. And if I had to tell you about your family, what has it taught you about your family? Or what do you think your family members have learned?
Ma'am, I feel also this. I feel the same for my family members. Time management, managing time.
Mhm. You feel they've become better at managing their time together?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. In what way? What have they? How do you feel they've become better at managing their time?
Because my father is a teacher, school teacher. So when he came from school, he just go outside. But now he is doing like some works and some household works
Okay,
and
very good. So,
helping my mother.
and you're helping him too.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so has it helped you improve your relationship with your dad? Make it
Yes, ma'am.
even better? Aha, so it has made you spend more time with your family as well. Very good. So he used to come home from work, from teaching, and go outside immediately, and now he does housework, and you help him out. Very good. Excellent,
Yes.
Yuraj. Well done. I'll return now to Khushbu, if she's still there. Khushbu?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, are you okay? Khushbu?
Yes, ma'am.
No. Are you okay for me to
Yes,
ask you a
ma'am.
question? Okay. How do you feel your time management has been during COVID, and how do you think it will be affected after COVID is over?
Ma'am, it will affect due to this COVID-19, and after that, there is no COVID, then it will also affect. Actually, my kids were going to school that time, and I have free time to learn a lot, and I have time to go for shopping, and I have time for swimming or all the exercises, jogging. So this time I am just at home, stay at home with my family members and kids. I can't go outside all the time. So it will affect a lot, ma'am.
So your time management right now is probably like on full speed because you've actually been overwhelmed with work.
Yes, only work and online classes and homework.
Okay. Thank you very much, Khushbu. Okay, I'll move on with this question on to Veena now. It's quite interesting. Seeing, you know, most people in England are on furlough, and that means that most people are not working, are getting paid by the government, not full pay, but most of it, and they have all the time in the world. However, Veena, for you, do you feel that your time has actually become busier during COVID than before COVID?
No, I was busy before COVID. In COVID, I had lot of time.
Lots of time.
Yes,
Okay.
because before COVID, it was a 5 hours or of school, and during COVID, it was only 1 hour or 2 hour of classes.
I see. Okay. So it actually became less.
Yes.
Okay.
So
And
we
how
got
was your...
less payment also.
Mhm.
We got less payment
Oh
also.
no,
Yeah.
that's not right.
Mm.
Oh my goodness.
We are
Because you're
wai-
still...
that's
Yeah.
why we are waiting for the school to get reopened, and we'll get full salary.
Okay. And what do you think about your time management skills? Have they improved, or did they become different? How did it affect your time management from before COVID to after COVID, to during COVID?
During COVID, it became worst
Oh
because
wow.
I became more lazy. During the school, I used to go get up at 5:30, and during this COVID, I got up at 8 o'clock. So I became more lazy, and
But then you did more exercise.
yeah, because exercise was important, because before COVID, student made me to do exercise. I was running with them, I was teaching them dance, I was teaching them any activities. So they made me do all the exercise. I lost 15 kg in 1 year. That
Wow.
was a tremendous loss. And I gained 15 kg in this 1 year in COVID. So I'm
Again, don't
waiting.
worry.
I'm waiting. Please, God, reopen the school so that I could lose my weight also. This is one reason. One other reason, because I want the school to open.
I need to lose weight. Open the
Yes,
schools.
yes. Because every child is running here and there. I have to catch them, make them sit, play with them.
It's true.
I lose weight.
Okay. So, but you've been doing more exercise. So in some ways, your exercise management has become better. Your personal exercise management has become better in a way, to speak about maybe your discipline.
Yes,
But your time management in terms of waking up has become worse.
worst.
Okay. And how do you think this is all going to feel when you do return?
Like, it will take time. I will have like 1 week. It will take to return. When you are waking at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, and you have to wake up at 5:30, it will affect a lot. Like, I'll
Yes,
have cramps. I'll have some high BP problem. But after 1 week, it will go off.
you will be very angry.
Not angry. I will wait for Sunday. When is Sunday going to come?
Fantastic. Okay. And now with considering time management now, how are you personally with time management?
I'm
You
very bad. I'm very bad in
oh
managing time.
oh
Everyone says,
okay.
ma'am, you are very bad in time management, but you are good in submitting a project, because I submit all my project on time. On this, I
Okay.
am very good, but managing time, I am very bad. Like,
So you're not good.
anyone calls me at 4 o'clock, yeah, sharp, I just go at 5 o'clock or 5:30. I say I'm an Indian and we are allowed to do this.
Very bad reputation to give to the whole nation.
Like, there is a proverb, Indians, if you call an Indian for a dinner, you should call them at 6 o'clock. So they will reach at 8 o'clock.
2 hours or 3 hours before.
Yeah. My sister calls me like, you have to reach by 5, and we reach at 8 o'clock to her home.
Oh my goodness, Dina.
She knows that it takes time.
You remind me of my cousin. She used to do that. Oh, brilliant. Okay. So today, guys, we've spoken about the different ways COVID has taught us, and whether we will continue uh, to do whatever we learned during COVID after COVID, and whether it's possible or not, or whether we might have to fit it around our new schedules. Um, but we've also looked at a bit about our time management skills to analyze how it has changed from before COVID to during COVID, and how it might change to after COVID. Um, these are things to keep in mind, and keep in mind that we are individuals as well. So maybe we will, maybe we have learned properly, and we will continue this process of learning. But we also realize that some people, unfortunately, no matter how hard you try, they just never learn. So thank you very much, guys, and I hope to see you all tomorrow.
Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you. Bye.